Definition of extrinsic elements in literature. The extrinsic elements of literature was about the things that can't really be found inside the story itself. It wasn't the material, but the facts and information that supports and surrounds the story. It could tell about the author, like the inspiration, the life experiences, and so on. It could also tell about the world situation, like past, present, or maybe the future, and many other supporting facts. Unlike extrinsic elements such as plot, characters, and themes that exist within the work itself, extrinsic elements originate from outside sources, shaping the context and background of the literary piece. Extrinsic elements can be found in literature such as novels and short stories, and they can also be found in documents such as electronic records where they can include presentation features, electronic signatures, and digital watermarks.
Here are some of the extrinsic elements in literary works. Number 1. Author's background. The personal life and experiences of the author greatly influence their literary work. For example, the author's childhood experiences, education, and life events often shape their themes and writing. Number 2. History and politics. The socio-political condition during the time the author wrote the work plays a crucial role. Historical events such as wars, revolution, or political changes often shape the content of literary work. Number 3. The social and cultural context. The social and cultural structure during the time and place the literary work was written also significantly impacts the themes and characters. Literature often reflects social norms, cultural values, and social conflicts prevalent at the time. Number 4. Literary movements and previous literary influences. Literary movement or school of thought that the author is exposed to greatly affect their writing style and approach. Authors may be influenced by particular literary movements such as Romanticism, Realism, Modernism, or Existentialism.
The extrinsic elements in the novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee include the following aspects. Number 1. Historical background. The novel is set in 1930s in Macomb, Alabama, during a time when racial segregation and discrimination against black people were still deeply rooted in the United States, especially in the South. Harper Lee was inspired by the real-life Scottsboro Boys case in which a group of black youths were unjustly accused of raping two white women. Number 2. Social background. The Macomb community in the novel is highly conservative and adheres to a strict social class system based on race and economic status. Harper Lee portrays the social injustice faced by minority groups and how prejudice and stereotypes influence daily life. Number 3. Cultural background. The novel reflects a strong patriarchal culture and a rigid social hierarchy. Women's roles are limited and they are expected to conform to traditional norms. Additionally, the culture of Southern hospitality, which emphasizes politeness and respect for others, is depicted as often being hypocritical in practice. Number 4. Author's background. Harper Lee was born and raised in Monroeville, Alabama, which served as the inspiration for the fictional town of Maycomb in the novel. Her father was a lawyer, much like the character Atticus Finch, who defends a black man in a legal case. Her personal experience and observations of racial injustice in her region greatly influenced the novel's themes. And for the last, number 5, values in the novel. For the humanitarian values, the novel emphasizes the importance of equality and fair treatment for all people, regardless of race or social status. For the moral values, characters like Atticus Finch teach honesty, courage, and empathy. For the educational values, the novel highlights how education can shape critical thinking and reduce prejudice. With these extrinsic elements, To Kill a Mockingbird is not only an engaging story but also a novel with profound meaning about justice